Hello Pisces, welcome to Demella Universe. Thank you so much for joining us. This is for the sun sign of Pisces, and Pisces, this is your spring/autumn fall reading for 2022. Beautiful Pisces, in the southern hemisphere we are well into spring. In the northern hemisphere you are all enjoying autumn weather. Of course, this is an estimation depending where you are in the world. The season changes are all very specific to where you are, but generally the southern hemisphere is within spring energies and the northern hemisphere is in autumn energies. Spring is all about new life, new beginnings, new opportunities, new growth. The seeds you planted sprouting, trees blooming, new experiences, new manifestations. And the autumn season's all about releasing, letting go, clearing, cleansing, purging. All about being naked and bare, open and vulnerable before universe to then receive that which is yours. These energies work hand in hand together, for of course as you release what no longer serves you, you then allow what does serve you, the new energies, to come in. And this will cover September, October, November. So let us see what is coming through for Pisces spring, September, October, November 2022. Let us see, Pisces, what is coming through for you at this time. Okay, let us see. We have the temple path. And we have the thinking woman. And the last card is the third. Ooh, Angel of Strength. Okay, Pisces. We will not be reading the spring and autumn energy separately. We'll be reading them in conjunction all together. And also we will not be splitting up the months. This is a reading with all the energies together, unless Spirit specifically gives us a timing or a specific season. We will be reading all the energies together, Pisces. So this is for all of you. Okay. So the temple path here, number 12, which is 3, stability. The temple path, ooh, okay, Pisces. This spring energy, this spring season and this autumn season, you are really stepping into your power. You're really stepping into your own. You're really stepping into your own way of being. And it is very deep. This is you learning the secrets of your alchemy. This is you learning the secrets of manifestation. This is you learning the truth of your frequency, how you operate, your very core essence. This is you going to the base core of your soul. If you can imagine your soul is this spaceship, right? And you have a central core energy in that spaceship. That's where you're going. You're going to the core of your soul, the very foundation, the very makeup of your soul, and you are learning about it and you're integrating it and you're discovering how you work, how your specific frequency works. And it's a very unique path to each and every single one of you, Pisces. Number 12, 12th house energies. You, Pisces, have every single bit of every sign in the astrology is with you. You have a bit of Aries, a bit of Taurus, a bit of Cancer, a bit of Leo, a bit of Sagittarius. You have a bit of everyone. And it's unique, those little ingredients. So you're so diverse, you're so unique, your frequency is so tailored and specific to you and your being and your energy. And you are really discovering how it works. In spring energy, for those of you in spring, you are new experiences, new opportunities, new pathways, and new beginnings are manifesting, and in their manifestation, in you experiencing all this new energy, this is how you are also learning about how your frequency works. You're receiving manifestations which are truly honoring your unique frequency, which are aligned with your unique energy, which are really aligned with you completely. And for those of you in the autumn energies, this is you releasing everything. This is you bearing your soul, being completely open, and in that open vulnerability, in that space where you are complete, when you've released all the noise, released all the clutter, you are really starting to understand the core truths of your soul, because now you've released all the noise, you've released all the ooh, look at that, how the cards scattering. You've released all of the extra stuff that wasn't really important, the layers, the programming, the conditioning, all of the mess that was on top. You're releasing, really being completely open and bare, and really now exposing your soul. Thus you are really coming to this period of understanding yourself very deeply. It feels like, yeah, the Spirit is really confirming this for those of you in the autumn season. And remember, each of you are in different energies. So some of you in the southern hemisphere might be tapping into the autumn energies, while some of you in the northern hemisphere might be tapping to the spring energy. So really, you will see how this energy pans out for you. For some of you might be on holiday in the southern hemisphere. Some of you might be relocating to the northern hemisphere. So it really is just depending on where you are. And even if you're in the northern hemisphere, you might still be tapping into the spring energies and vice versa. So really apply it as you will, but we are really finding and feeling that those who are in this spring energy, in this new frequency energy, just give us a moment. You are really embracing the wholeness of you in order for you to manifest these experiences. And they will be, it feels like in the spring energy, it is very it's how can we say this, in the physical, it's in the external, these experiences, it's almost like you're engaging in situations and engaging in experiences, engaging in opportunities which are reflective of the truth of your soul. It's more interactive with people, with external experiences, touch and feel and taste and smell, and it's very outwardly sensory learning and integrating. Whilst those in the autumn energy, it's you really releasing and actually not being overstimulated so much. It's you going within. It doesn't mean that you're going into the cocoon. It doesn't mean that nothing is happening. You are just really fine-tuning these frequencies on your own. It feels the integration is more internal sensory. It's more you really aligning to your grid, higher frequencies, going into channeling with higher collective, higher beings, into other dimensions, interdimensional travel, shifting timelines, different frequencies, different universes. So you're really going deep within for your learning. And those of you in the spring, you're really going far in the external frequencies for your learning. And it's beautiful because those in the southern hemisphere, we're coming out of winter, so you had your deep integration, so that deep integration is now coming into the external, while those of you in this northern hemisphere, you were in summer and you had a lot of physical integration, and now that physical integration is now being reflected within, and you're also learning more. It's as if you've covered now what was in the external, and now you're going into another level of internal discovery. Wow. And it brings stability. It really brings stability, because this path, this energy, this pathway, this way, you really learning your frequency, you really getting to touch, to terms with your energy, really allows you to manifest beautiful experiences, which are stable, which are long lasting, which you can build upon. So whichever phase you're in, whether you are going within or being more in the external, whether you're in spring or autumn energy, know that you are going on a deep soul path to really understand how you specifically work. And for both of you, whether you're in autumn and spring, it really requires you to release what you used to know. For this is you learning different forms of stability, different forms of emotionality, different forms of perceiving. It's you are really releasing and purging the human external egoic conditioning completely, and you're being schooled by your soul. And so it is you really rebooting. It's a reset. It's a fundamental reset to how you co-create, to how you be, to how you exist, to how you experience even everyday tasks, even mundane tasks. It's a whole reset to how you experience all energies around you. And here we see it really plays hand in hand. Actually, all of these cards, wow. And now with the thinking woman, this is the Queen of Swords energy. So even in your mindset, even how you present yourself is in clarity, in truth. It's a whole reset to how you honor yourself. You're honoring yourself, there's a butterfly, in complete truth. So as you go down the soul path, and as you, this temple path, the soul path, and as you now reset the fundamental operating system, that's how it seems like we're really getting this image of the starship, and you're now resetting the fundamental operating system of your whole existence. The way that you perceive, the way that you analyze, the way that you think, the way that you process, the way that you present yourself is now completely in the clarity of you. You are no longer operating in any way which perhaps even other people will understand or even recognize, because you're completely operating from the truth of your soul so uniquely that it's a very unique frequency. You'll feel people say that, wow, you feel so different than other people, how other people feel. Goodness, the way you speak, it really, it touches a different chord than when other people speak to me. Or, wow, your energy is so different from other people's energy. You are really tapping into your own unique frequency, and the way that you present yourself, this thinking woman, this Queen of Swords, this wisdom, the way you present yourself is complete, because the thinking woman, the Queen of Swords, has been through it, and no longer is willing to compromise on her truth, no longer is willing to go through any experience that takes away from her, for she has experienced it. She has received what happens when she operates absent her truth, absent her soul, and she no longer is interested in learning those unawakened frequencies anymore. She wants to learn completely within the truth of her, and this is the divine feminine in all of you, for you all now want to be within your highest self. You want to create within your highest self. You want to receive your highest frequency. You want to receive your highest truth, and so you are simply being in that clarity, being in that truth. Even if other people might not take it well, even if other people might find you unusual, or maybe just different, you don't care anymore. You're no longer thinking how others are perceiving you and adjusting. You are completely being in your truth, because you're finally really aligning to your soul truth, and you're not deviating from that understanding and that knowledge and that experiencing of you. Very powerful. And in here, at the space, you are also receiving powerful information, powerful light codes, powerful wisdom from your soul. And because of the temple path, this is you receiving from your multi-dimensional frequency. So you're receiving information not from one aspect of your soul, but from all aspects of your soul. Every single, whatever you are ready to receive, you're receiving from whatever portion or extension of source that you are from. So Should you have 1 million energies, or 1 million lifetimes, or 1 million frequencies to your energy, you are going to receive from any of those million at any given time when you are ready to receive that energy. That's how expansive this tapping into this energy you are, because it's that beautiful energy of that Pisces frequency 12th house, where you're able to balance all the energies, you're able to house all the energies. As such, you are able to anchor in more energies than the other signs. You're able to handle more frequency volume than the other signs. It doesn't make you better or higher, it doesn't make them lesser, it's just a different way of anchoring energies. And this is how you anchor it in. You're literally at all places at once, where you are very present here, but you're also very present in multiple frequencies at the same time, co-creating and imbuing the energies here so fully. And at times when you're dreaming, you almost travel to the different experiences you are having in the different realities. And you find people saying they dream of you. You were in their dreams, or you were helping them in their dreams, or you were guiding them in their dreams, because you are able to just be in so many planes of existence at the same time. And you are almost now receiving the different information from the different energies, the different realities, the different experiences, the different timelines, the different dimensions, the different universes you're in. And you are able to integrate it now like never before. And it brings a whole new understanding to how you operate. It's a lot more clearer. The way that you vibe is a lot more clearer to you than ever before. You're no longer confused, trying to search for who you are. You have a feeling, you have this base knowing of how you operate, of who you are, of what your frequency is, and you're really honoring it like never before. We love all the dogs barking throughout your reading. Dog energy is loyalty, and that is what it feels. You're so loyal to who you are now. You are attentive to who you are now. We had this powerful vision as we were meditating once, walking down to gym and in the park, and as we were walking down, Source asked us, okay, so imagine you were a dog. And we said, okay, fine. And imagine you also were in this human perspective. We said, okay, fine. And imagine you owned yourself. I was like, okay, fine. So I'm this being, and I'm also a dog, and we are in, and we own this dog. We're in this relationship. Yes. Okay, fantastic. And Source is like, imagine how much attention dogs give you. And we're like, okay, as an owner. Okay, yes. So imagine you giving yourself that much attention. And we were like, oh, wow. And then Source said, yes. And as a dog, you would go and you would maybe play with other people. When your friends come through, they'll go play with other friends, go play with other dogs, but always return to you. You're always primary. You're always the main focal point. Yes? And we're like, yes. And Spirit says that's the loyal energy frequency that the dog energy teaches you, to be that attentive to your needs, to your truth, to your authentic experience, to your existence. That yes, you can playfully entertain other people, but at the core, you are completely loyal to who you are, to your frequency. You always come back to you. And we feel, with all of this barking, because there's quite a lot in the reading, we feel that this is you really understanding that you are really tapping into that frequency of understanding yourself from the core frequency of your soul. And with this Queen of Swords, thinking woman, remember the Queen of Swords doesn't sugarcoat anything. You are completely, and it's interesting, we're receiving the word ruthlessly, and we do not feel in a sense malicious, but you are not going to budge from who you are. You are, as soon as you found the understanding of how you create, and you don't fight it, and you no longer resist it, because the fight and the resistance come from fear, comes from you not stepping out of your comfort zone, comes from you not being sure of how others will perceive you, or you being so used to how you used to operate that this is scary, because this is coming from the unknown frequency. And Pisces, remember, you are the element that knows the light and the shadow. The two fish swim within that frequency of light and shadow. And now you are finally embracing the fish that swims within the shadow. You're finally embracing the unknown. And so it's a whole new way of being, as now you are allowing this unknown energy of you to take hold, and you are learning and you are anchoring from that frequency and allowing that energy to now be brought into the light. For Pisces, that is the beautiful harmony, that multi-dimensional frequency of you, the depths of your soul finally being brought to light. You are the moon card in tarot, so that illumination, finally breaking through the illusion and allowing the shadow to be brought to light, the unknown to create the known, the soul to create the physical, not only in the loop of the light creating the light, the scene creating the scene. And we see it also here of the angel of strength, and this is very similar to this the Leo energy, the strength card, which is all about releasing conditioning, releasing conformity, releasing programming, no longer being a sheep following the herd, but now being the lion, the lioness. The sun energy 5, that is changes, right? So now you are finally aligning all of you, your action, to the truth of you. You have now come into the stability of your soul here, claiming it within the truth of this Queen of Swords, thinking woman energy, the air energy with divine love, this green heart chakra. You're aligning to the truth of your frequency of divine love, and here of the strength, you're taking action in it, the spring energy, this autumn energy, you're taking action in the path of your frequency. This is powerful, Pisces. And you have courage, you have strength, you're not backing down, and your angels and your guides are with you, assisting you fully to be that which you are. We feel a lot of you are also angelic beings having physical experiences, or star seeds having physical experiences, elven, fairy. You are these multi-dimensional beings. You're not from Earth. You came here to assist humanity to rise in consciousness, and now you are learning how you authentically vibe within the frequency of your true soul at that higher frequency, and you're allowing that to be the manifestation you now honor in the physical, which makes you this powerful being, this powerful lion, lioness energy, this Leo energy, the sun existing, being seen in the light in your truth. Pisces, you are that moon energy, that shadow energy, really learning the soul, and you have done the work to go to the depths of your soul. I love this. This is like the 12th house at Pisces energy and the Leo energy, the sun energy, and here divine love in the middle. You are now going to the depths of your soul, the moon energy, through divine love, the unknown through divine love, the unseen through authenticity, the soul, the shadow through the truth, through existence, then in the seen, in the light, in the sun, in your truth, in your power, healing, powerful, strong. Pisces, you are breaking free. You are breaking free the spring and autumn season. Beautiful, powerful energies coming through. Wow. Let's pull some tarot. And we love the butterfly there. It's so synchronistic of this energy we're feeling for you, Pisces. Look at that, the 8 of Swords. You're breaking free where you ever held yourself through condition, through constraints. And this goes deeper because, Pisces, you've done beautiful work to release the illusion, to release the conditioning, to release all that would hold you back, to release the restriction, the bounds, the barriers, the toxicity. You've done very well to release it. This is you releasing how you operated on this physical realm completely, releasing the human perspective, releasing the ego perspective, releasing the external conditioning completely. So this is less of you intentionally releasing, but rather you having that reset. That's what we're feeling. You're having a reset to how you operate. So you are literally clearing, Control Alt Delete the old mainframe of operating and coming into a whole new frequency of you, and it sets you free. It sets you free like never before. This is your soul being free. And also the Eight of Swords, being blindfolded, it's in the unknown. It's a deep trust of the shadow, the deep trust of the unknown, knowing that the unknown, when it comes into the light, will be everything. But for you just to simply trust and to remain loyal to what you are receiving and have faith. Beautiful energies, Pisces. And look at that, the Five of Cups. Yes, releasing of, again, a reset. Again, we're getting that reset energy. Releasing of the way you engage with people, the way you are, even how you relate with people, how you relate with emotions, how you relate with yourself, how you view yourself, what you thought was the right way of being. You're having a whole reset to your emotional body, a whole reset to your mental body, a whole reset to your physical body, all aligning to your spiritual body. Very powerful. And we really feel you here, cleansed of every single thing and frequency and energy that would keep you tied down or keep you held back. You're no longer entertaining any energy that would dare ask you to deny your truth. It's not even a consideration anymore. It's laughable. If anybody asked you to do anything that doesn't align with your truth, you almost just it's laughable. It's beyond ridiculous to you now. You would never ever betray who you are. You're coming to such a deep recognition of your power, a deep understanding of who you are, because Pisces, remember, having that 12th house energy, having all those signs within you, it was easy for you to understand where everybody was coming from. So it was easy for you to adjust. It was easy for you to displace yourself. It was easy for you to over empathize and over sympathize, and to lose yourself in trying to please, in trying to heal, in trying to uplift, lose your way, to go out of alignment for others to go into alignment. And now you're realizing, no, the being able to perceive and being able to read and being able to experience everybody's energy is a gift, but it doesn't mean that I need to now displace who I am. I can be within my truth and still observe and feel the energies, and from my truth I heal there. From that point, I can now tell who is actually ready for the learning, or who is there just to take from me, who is there actually genuinely loving and operating from the soul, and who is there manipulative and operating from ego and the mind. You are really now so firm in who you are. You no longer waver, and you are happy to release people who are not doing the work. You're happy to release those who require you to change, who require you to be lesser than in order for them to be. You're no longer interested in people pleasing. That's the last thing you want to do. You are quite done with that frequency, Pisces. It's beautiful. No matter how close they are to you, you're no longer interested. You don't care if you have to lose them. It doesn't mean you don't care for them. You care for them greatly, but you no longer will betray your soul for anyone. You understand that that's too deep a price for anyone to ask you to do. To stop existing? No way. And look, yes, Five of Wands. This is really coming in strongly. This is you no longer giving up what you want. So where people in the past would be able to manipulate you, would be able to sweet talk you. That's what we're receiving here with the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands. People in the past being able to sweet talk you, to manipulate you, to charm you, to almost fool you and trick you by how they look, physical attraction, by their words, by their sentiment, by their offerings, by what they have, by even if it's just, we've been together for so long, but we've been friends since we were kids. No matter what it is, manipulation in all forms no longer works on you. It really doesn't. It just doesn't. And those who try they're almost taken aback by how what they're offering is no longer shiny to you. In the past, it was like, ooh, of course, that sounds amazing. But now you're like, all that glitters is not gold, and I've learned the hard way how not gold it is, says this thinking woman. The Queen of Swords says, I learned the hard way how not all that glitters is gold. And I am no longer interested in the superficial shine, in the emotional shine. You might be the prettiest in the whole field, but if you do not have soul, I'm not interested. And that is what's happening here. You are really, you can't be manipulated at all. It has to either resonate or it doesn't. It has to either resonate or it doesn't. And what we're also receiving here, Spirit is saying, be gentle even in this energy, because it's quite a strong energy with the Strength card here, the Queen of Swords energy here, and what we're feeling here. This, you are, let's just say, chalk and cheese, day and night. When people experience you now, you are so different. Where you were moldable and where you were agreeable, you're now completely disinterested and stern and solid in your standing ground. So Spirit is saying the gentility should come into those who are actually maybe new energy, and for you not to punish the new with the old, or for the old. So really sit down and feel whether things resonate. Don't just say no as a knee-jerk reaction. You know, sometimes something may be offered which is very similar to how it was offered in the past. In the past it might have hurt you, and Spirit is saying don't have a knee-jerk reaction. Just because it looks the same, you're at a different frequency now, so it's going to offer a very different result. So feel if it's a yes and feel if it's a no, and allow the feeling to guide you. And even if it's a yes and it's a similar almost covering, be open and be gentle. Don't have all this, don't be ready to attack and be ready to defend. Spirit is saying you are really formidable in the truth of your soul. However, that space is a very gentle. It is not a place of it's a place of grace, and what I'm seeing the lion here again, where the lion is roaring and showing off its power, versus the lion that is sitting there under the tree, under the shade, knowing its power. And even though it feels gentle, like a gentle, you would not ever, you would not go poke that lion. And that's the energy Spirit would like you to know, that you are powerful. You don't have to prove it. And in that space, no one will try. They'll be maybe taken aback by how all of a sudden you're not interested in their games. And they might try to sweet talk you. They might try to bend your arm. But the more they try, the more you are not happy. So they feel that, nah. And if they do try and poke, then yes, absolutely, the roaring and the ferocity of that lion energy within you does come out, and they learn not to play with fire. But Spirit is saying you don't have to be that roaring energy all the time. Be gentle, be allowing, especially with yourself. There's opportunities which are available for you, which are coming through in the spring and autumn energy, and Spirit says you don't want to almost not take them out of knee-jerk reaction. You don't want to deprive yourself of beautiful manifestations out of because of the experiences of the past. So Spirit is really saying be discerning as to when to, just you'll know when the fire needs to be a maximum singe and when it can just be a simmer. That's the best way we can. And when it doesn't have to be there at all. Okay. Let's pull the last card. We love this energy for you, Pisces. You're so strong. Yes, look at this. The Fool, new beginning, a reset, a rebirth. new life, new energies, new beginnings, new people, new experiences, new situations, out of the comfort zone. You see how you're taking that leap of faith. You're not even looking where you're going. You're simply free falling to the arms of the divine. And this is where you are at. Beautiful Pisces, really trusting your inner soul, trusting your inner light, trusting your inner vision, trusting your highest self. And you're allowing that frequency now to be born in the physical, within clarity, within truth. And you are just, and know, Spirit is saying, know that whatever does come forward, it takes a new shape. So really feel your way intuitively. And you will know when it's an energy that doesn't... that's not aligned with you, when it just doesn't serve you, and you will know when it doesn't. Spirit says, and sometimes you might doubt it, you might you might get a beautiful opportunity that looks beautiful, and then Spirit might say no, and you're like, oh, but it's what I really want, it's what I feel. And the Spirit is saying, when you go there, you will see why. And maybe it just does. When you get to that experience, when you get to that event, when you get to that party, when you get to that situation, you realize, no, actually, I don't want to be here. The people are just complaining, or it's low vibing, or it's not what you thought. And Spirit says, don't be hard on yourself, even if you take those almost going against your intuitive feeling, because you are so sure it's going to be a good thing, or you're so sure it's what you want, because it's a whole reset. So a lot of what you used to really enjoy, you might be taken aback that you're receiving a no, and you're like, but that was really what I really enjoyed. Like, I didn't have a negative experience when I had it. It was such a great time in the past. Surely, Spirit, surely it's going to be just as good. And when you get there, you're like, actually, I understand why it was good for me back then, because back then I was in that space and I tolerated this energy, but now, oh no, it's nope, nope, nope. So Spirit is saying, allow this to be a discovery. Allow this to be a discovery of you. And whether you follow intuition and trust is up to you. But Spirit is saying, time is never wasted. Everything is a lesson. But to almost save you time, when you receive that no, trust it's a no, and trust that Spirit has your back. Spirit is not going to deny you something that would be enjoyable, that would be fun. The no is not to keep you under control. It's not to deprive you. It's literally Spirit saying, trust us. Yes, maybe back then it was a great time, but if you go now, you're going to be bored, or you're going to be irritated, or you're going to be used again and manipulated, and you're going to feel just undervalued again. Like, it's just a no, because Spirit says we feel the energies where they're vibing and we feel where you're vibing, and it's just not a alignment, and you are being guided more to the energies that do align. You see here Spirit is saying the old is what needs to go, what needs to be released. Yeah, it's no longer worth your time with the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups. It goes against your frequency. But what is a yes, and what is a let's go? It's a new beginning. And Spirit says some of these yeses might also be a bit interesting for you. It might be where you're expecting a no and it's a yes. So seemingly in the physical, it feels like, really? Universe, you want me to go there? Somebody might come and offer you something, and you intuitively think, oh, that's going to be a no. Or just not intuitively, but instinctively you think, yeah, that's going to be a no. But then inside there's a ringing yes, and you're like, really? That's a yes? And Spirit says trust, because it's it's born of your soul, and it's a new beginning. It's an aspect. The way that it manifests is on a different level. So really expect the unexpected with the yeses that you're receiving, and you can almost expect the expected with the no's. That's why Spirit is saying it's best to go to the unexpected, because that's the realm of the unknown, and you're really finally tapping into that energy, Pisces, the spring and autumn season. Enjoy the discovery of you. Blessed be.